Yeah. So if we're not talking about the time clocks, it means you have an energy in your step and you move physically forward. You advance your body forward a few feet. That's why I envision like a sprinter. Spring forward. When the clock goes off, they spring forward and they start running.
Right. Exactly. So this has a double meaning. It's to spring, physically get ahead, but it's also the season spring. So that's how you remember it, right?
Yep. That's why it's kind of a fun phrase.
Yeah. And then fall back, is, I think of someone just falling backwards. But it has that double meaning of to fall back, physically and also also the season.
Yeah, exactly. Falling backwards for your long winter nap, right?
Right. Exactly. So, so that's what it is. I don't know, but I think it's depressing. But sometimes people do like it. They do like when the clocks, I have to even think of it now. They like it in, let's see, I guess November when the clocks fall back because then you get an extra hour's sleep, right? And you lose an hour when they spring forward, right?
But it's only really for that day that it feels weird. And then you get back to normal in terms of the amount, well, sort of. I like it though. I love it. Like spring evenings when you first notice that it's light out later, it's like, oh, there's a sense of euphoria. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, like optimism, euphoria, all the stuff that comes with springtime.
Yeah, that's true. It is exciting, like when that starts to happen. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But, I mean, it takes me usually a few days to get over the time change. I think they say that there's more car accidents, when this happens because people are kind of like, off from this hour change. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah. And it's also confusing if you work a lot across the world I remember, I think in Brazil, they also changed their clocks, but the schedule on which they change it is different from ours. So I remember missing when I used to work one-on-one with students way back in the day, it would get really confusing when there was like a window and we would change and then they would change. And then all of a sudden we'd be like 3 hours apart instead of 1 hour apart and we'd miss lessons because it was super confusing.
My gosh. Well, it's good now because the cell phone pretty much does it automatically.
Yeah. So oh, that's true. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But sometimes I remember I used to like not change, like in my car, I used to not change the clock. Yeah. And I would just like have it for the whole, half a year and or however long it is. And I would just have it the wrong time and just remember it and be like, sweet. I'm too lazy to change it.
That's very weird, Michelle.
Yeah, I know. What do you know? I like to be different. So this spring forward, fall back, this is, really good phrase. And I think, it's not really something that people say that much. It's more like a thing to just help yourself remember. You might think it to yourself, but you might say it in a conversation, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this could easily come up in, if you guys are living in the US and you want to connect with your colleagues, this could definitely come up in a conversation like the Monday morning after the change in the spring. You could say like, oh, I'm a little sleepy this morning. Yeah. We went forward with our clocks. So, it feels weird or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. These are, things people talk about. So, I mean, if you do want to talk about it, you can say a couple different things. Like, what's something you might say, Lindsay?
Well, you would say, don't forget to turn your clocks forward or back tonight. You're reminding people, right?
Yeah. Or you might say something like, oh, I can't wait for the extra hour of sleep, or, oh, I can't wait for the extra daylight, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. So I could see this being a topic of conversation. Oh, small talk, right?
Yes. Good small talk topic. Yeah. So I mean, if we were going to have a conversation about this, Lindsay, like if we're two friends talking about the time change.
Yeah. Let's do a little role play.
Let's try it out. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right, Lindsay. So I'll see you tomorrow at 8.
Yes. Oh, wait. Hey, it's daylight savings time. So don't forget to turn your clocks back tonight. Oh, wait. Forward?
Forward. Yeah. Spring forward, fall back.
That's right. Oh, I can't wait to have the extra daylight.
Okay.
You knew how I would feel.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah. So, you might just have a conversation like that, right? So I said, you said, don't forget to turn your clocks back tonight. And then you were like, wait a second, forward?
Yeah. People do this all the time. We always